See it rises with the great human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria.
Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam NewsMan, and this is Saturday morning. Yes, everywhere here. Setting the standard, raising the bar. No, nominate me. Hashtag nominate newsman. That's the hashtag. That's the hashtag that we're using. We have until Thursday. Tell your friends, tell your family. Send them the link. Send them the link. What is the link? richmond.com/contest/the-best. Yes, richmond.com/contest/the-best. Send your friends and family that link. Have them register and vote. Well, have them vote first. How do they vote? When they go to that page, they're going to scroll down, click on entertainment. They're going to click on entertainment. Once they click on entertainment, what do? It's a screen's going to pop up, and it's going to say, well, on the side of it's not a screen, like a list on the side. Yeah, you're going to scroll down. You're going to have to scroll down. When you scroll down, underneath Best Local Band is the Best Local Morning Radio Show. You're right. Yeah. And then there's me in big, bold, beautiful, capitalized letters. Looking out for the people who might have to squint when they look at a screen. Listen, I don't know if any of the other radio show hosts are doing that, but I think that is probably one of the things that really sets us apart. When you talk about setting the standard and raising the bar, it's all about that we are looking out for people and their vision, right? Well, you don't want to be squinting at the screen the whole time. So, of course, leave it to us and our staff. Well, it's actually just me and my brilliance. That I would have everything in capital letters. Sam Newsman, all in capital letters, 90.1, Richmond. It's very simple. Listen, even a kindergartner could do it. Oh, don't tell me that your kindergartner doesn't have an email address. They should. If they don't, they're already talking to Chat GPT. Wait, oh, what? Yeah, Bilderberg. Yes, Bilderberg. No, yeah, Lisbon, Portugal. No, I'm not going to get into Bilderberg and Lisbon, Portugal. I'm not. Listen. Do I need to get into that? Sam Altman, the Open AI. Sam Altman, the supposed creator of OpenAI. Don't know if he's necessarily the creator. If it's a self-replicating AI that learns through every. Anyways, I can't go too deep into that. But anyway, Sam Altman at the Bilderberg conference. So, I was at the Bilderberg conference back in 2012. Right. Well, they didn't even know I was there. Well, it was, listen, conspiracies were so thick back then, even a real media puppet could blend in. Well, if I showed up now, they'd be like, well, Sam, oh my gosh, let's have mimosas because it's 10:10. That's right. It's 10:10 here on the 20th day of May in the year 20. Yes, the mimosa hour. That's what it is. We're going to call the 10 o'clock hour the mimosa hour. I'm not advocating anything. I'm just telling you, hey, it's the mimosa hour, right? So that's the time when we have mimosas. Well, you already had your bowl of cereal last hour. Well, what do you mean you didn't listen to the radio? You didn't listen to the radio? Oh, that's right, because you are not in the local area. Okay, so okay, I get it. So here we are. We are here locally on an FM signal, 90.1 FM. So if you were just driving around in your car here in Richmond, Virginia, you would be able to hear this show on your radio dial, which is incredible because there's probably about 2 or 3 people doing that now. But if you were driving around, you would hear this show live on your radio FM dial. But then You would say, well, Sam, I'm not there in Richmond. So what do? Download the Live 365 app. Download the Live 365 app. When you download the Live 365 app, then I want you to search WDCE, and then you'll be able to listen to our show live every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to noon. But you'll be able to listen to it because you're not here able to listen to it on the radio, even though that is so much cooler to listen to it on the radio as opposed to just an app. Well, the app sounds clear and everything. No, let's just think about the reverence of radio. The reverence of radio. Can we take a moment to reverence that this microphone, yes, it's a real microphone, and I'm talking into it, and there's the signal going out amongst the airwaves. And then you say, well, Sam, I'm listening to you on the radio. Sam, I'm listening to you on the app. But I want to see your beautiful puppet face. And well, of course, I know exactly where you can go. At Sam Newsman on Instagram, at Sam Newsman on Twitter, at Sam Newsman on Facebook. You can see us live. We are broadcasting live here. So I have this camera over here. Let me see. I'm going to point the camera. So yep, there it is, right there. So this camera right over here, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Shout out. Nominate Lord Blank. Would you stop it? No, nominate Newsman. Lone Dragon. Nominate Newsman. Shout out to Skyfall, Cato's Collection, and everybody over there. Thank you guys for joining. Once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Over here we have Mark Cosplay toying around. Dead Man. The Dead Man himself. So, yes. Well, my producer was talking to Dead Man a few days ago. And, of course, my producer told me some things. And he says, you know what? I really like Dead Man. And I said, well, yeah, I really like Dead Man, too. But you know what I really like? I really like toy mercs. Yes. You know why? Is because we are all toy mercs. So what does that mean, Sam? Well, listen, I would have to sit there and tell you a whole bunch of top secret information. I would have to disclose my intel. Do I want to do that? No. So what I'll tell you, and this is just between you and me, that it's all about toy mercs. Why? Because we are all toy mercs. Shh. No, listen, you don't want to listen. I can't go too much into any more detail than that. But that's really the secret. We are all toy mercs. So here it is once again on the 20th day of May in the year 2023, and it is 10:15. I'm sitting there looking at everything. But yes, the king of all media puppets. Yes, the king of all media puppets is what I see over here by Columer. I hope I'm saying that right. Columer. Casper, I see Casper over there. Casper over there in Instagram land. Once again, at Sam Newsman. At Sam Newsman on Instagram. At Sam Newsman on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And of course, here we are broadcasting live WDCE 90.1 FM and the Live 365 app. And I say that because the Live 365 app is very, very important. And you say, well, why is it so important, Sam? And I'll tell you, the reason why it's so important because the next segment is going to be radio only. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, but something is going to go down. But before something does go down, one of the things that I know what you're saying is, it's like, Sam, what is this plaque over here? Well, that plaque represents the RVA Community Votes Silver Place winner for Best Local DJ. That is me. Listen, people sometimes might think that DJ is a derogative term. Well, listen, like I am a DJ. Listen, I can spin those CDs over my shoulder if I want. Listen, I'm spinning the nostalgia, setting the standard, raising the bar, doing what only I know how to do. And that is to host an amazing Saturday morning radio show. And you were born, of course, to listen to it. Now, I talk about that because we are in the running for the best local morning radio show here locally. And then once again, that is from the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Do we have the newspaper over here? We have it. There we go. So the newspaper, yes, we do have the newspaper, today's morning newspaper. And it says, of course, this is Saturday. Saturday, the Richmond Times-Dispatch, Richmond's news leader. So we'll get into the whole news leader and when the Richmond Times-Dispatch bought the news leader. We'll get to all that at a later time. But Governor Youngkin says, as of yesterday, I need a budget. Impasse tying up money needed to help law enforcement. Pausing for a moment Friday to pick up a theme from his remarks at a memorial ceremony to honor police and sheriff officers who died in the line of duty. Governor Glenn Youngkin was blunt. I need a budget, is what he said. Beginning with lessons learned from the Partnership for Petersburg's push to tackle violent crime in the hard-pressed little city, Youngkin's last year launched Operation Bold Blue Line, effort to boost law enforcement resources, and the money for that is tied up in the budget impasse. That money includes $30 million to recruit 2,000 new members of law enforcement, additional funding for prosecutors, and to tackle the pay issues that are making retaining experienced officers a challenge, as well as funding for equipment and training, so they can just bust in your door whenever they want. They have our back. We need to show we have theirs. Memorial ceremony before joining Beverly Carey, widow of police officer Joe Carey. So thoughts and prayers to the Carey family. Granddaughter Light Wreath. Anyway, Carey was struck and killed by a vehicle last December. So once again, our hearts and prayers go out to that. Youngkin and Virginians need to recognize the sacrifices all law enforcement officers made. We need to show not only that we need our law enforcement professionals, but that we want them, Youngkin said. So that's very interesting. Needs to be able to fund safety. Well, the crime sector in Richmond is going up. Listen, I don't live in Richmond, but there is an opportunity there. Listen, if they're going to raise the increase, if they're going to raise the amount that police officers who serve and protect the establishment, the community, if they're going to sit there and do that, then they should at least they need to be paid for it. They do need to be paid for it. No, listen, we sit there and we satire around here, but if you think about a husband leaving every day to go serve the community, not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing if they're going to come back home that evening, that is something that you should recognize, whether or not that you have certain feelings about law enforcement or not. So I just need to make sure that I do reiterate that, even though that we do have fun and we satire, we poke jokes and everything. But we think about the families. Think about the families in the service and whether or not that we might have views, whether they be political or not. These people do a service to their community in some way or another. So just writing them all out. So I think there's opportunities here. LeVar Stoney, you heard it here from a real media puppet. LeVar Stoney, raise the money. Raise the money. Follow Governor Youngkin, and let's pay our law enforcement professionals because they do serve us and they do serve our community. So shout out to all the boys in blue, boys and girls in blue. No, I'm not going to go through a list of a whole bunch of other different genders. I'm not doing that. So, but our boys and girls in blue, we shout out to you. Yes, I'm a poet and I know it. But definitely, so it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll keep following this here locally, here on this front. 1022 here on the 20th day of May in the year 2023. And of course, that's all of that. Shout out to everybody, of course, in the chat. Anime statue figure collector. Yes, Lone Giant. My theory is whoever's in charge of the station. I can't say any of that. Notice that Sam just wanders in and out of the station whenever he wants. No, I don't want to wander. We have a set time. We talked about this as we were gearing up for the summer. Listen, we're about to celebrate our 5th anniversary on the radio. So, Lone, I do know that you share a birthday with one of my producers over there. But I'm just going to tell you right now, who let this puppet back the blue? I'm one of the blue, says the. So, yes, I'm one of the blue. No, Lone, listen, here it is. I'm doing what I was born to do. I was born to set the standard, raise the bar. Show up on a Saturday morning. Take back that which was taken away from you. You say, when was it taken away from me? 1996. Well, it was even prior to that. It was before 1996 that they passed legislation, and they said, "Well, we need to get the cartoons off the TV, and we need to take away your imagination. We need to take it all away." In 1996, they did. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a long time coming. You say, "What's coming?" Taking back the nostalgia, the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning. The only way that we know how to. The only way that a real media puppet knows how to. And if you've already had your bowl of cereal, once again, it's the mimosa hour. So you should be having those too. No, not the kids. No, not the kids. You should be taking the kids. No. Now this is going to all sound bad. Now I'm telling you to have mimosas and now take the kids to the soccer game. No, I'm not advocating any of that. No, you should be taking your kids to the soccer game. And when you get there, just have a soda. No, listen, I'm not advocating it. You guys try to twist my words back there and try to get me and move me in. I see what you're doing. But that's okay. I'm on it. On it like a hornet. Setting the standard, raising the bar. The only way a real media puppet knows how to do. We have the D block coming up. Big D all up in your ear. No, wait, what? No, I mean, yeah. No, it's the D block. The D block all up in your ear. Yeah, well, because you are going to know about all this. But what we need to do is that we need to think about what exactly is important in the D block. What is it about the D block that we can relate to what's happening right now? Well, it all goes back to money. It all goes back to money. It all goes back to whether or not you recognize the fact that all you need to do is follow the money. At Sam Newsman all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Setting the standard, raising the bar, the only way a real media puppet knows how to. Here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real puppet. Download the Live 365 app so you can listen to these songs live on the radio as we play them. From the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday Morning.